Coursing through the veins of every American boy turned man is a majestic myth, a kind of promise made to us about what we are and what we can be. It throbs in our red blood, pumped like an engine from our hearts, and it pounds out the cadences of the banging pulse in our necks, and it's released finally into our brains where it swirls like an exploding sky on the 4th of July, making us punch-drunk and woozy and half-delusional as we stand at the foot of Old Glory and look up with pride shimmering in our wet eyes, blinded by God's good sun as it pierces through the threadbare red, white, and blue. This myth, this promise, this majesty takes the form in today's media cacophony of Ford trucks and football and beer made on the mountain in the Rockies. A generation ago, it had something to do with astronauts and the race to the moon and the wild frontiers beyond the stars. Before that, though, it was more picturesque. It had something to do with sunsets and 10-gallon hats and the pastoral landscapes of the West, the pristine infinity of the desert in the morning and a cactus rose, wild lands where you could fall in love with an exotic woman and endure the heartbreak of saying goodbye to her in a dusty train station somewhere beyond the plains. This myth resides in a place where you roast jackrabbits over an open campfire with a buddy you trust more than yourself. It's a place where you, among all the other heathens infesting this planet, reserve the exclusive right to question God because you are 100% pure American down to your very molecules, and you can't help but walk with Him. It can be argued that all adventure stories, perhaps even all drama even, is a sort of wish fulfillment. But after reading Cormac McCarthy's All the Pretty Horses, it became clear to me that one of his main objectives, perhaps the objective, was to explore the American male myth as he understands it or wishes for it. Now, I don't know how much a traditional folk lullaby, All the Pretty Little Horses, factored into McCarthy's titling of the book, but its lyric seems to support the above claim that it's a sort of dream wish fulfillment of the American male psyche. Hush-a-bye, don't you cry, go to sleep, little baby. When you wake, you shall have all the pretty little horses. Way down yonder in the meadow, poor little baby crying, mama, mama. The birds and the butterflies flood around his eyes, poor little baby crying, mama. Don't you cry, when you wake you shall have all the pretty little horses. Now, most remarkable about the book, perhaps, is that he wrote it at a time when the Western was a genre all but dead, and despite that, he wove into it just about every cowboy cliche there is, and this without an iota of the "this is so bad it's good" irony anywhere to be found. He was able to do this because he recognizes that cliches become so because they contain simple and inherent truths, and simple and inherent truths hold power whether earnestness is fashionable or not, and so from a palette of dead genre and cliche, he painted a pastoral masterpiece because he is a master of his craft and tells his simple truths simply and with cool earnestness. He is without question one of the greatest American writers living today.